The president tonight apparently uncorking another astonishing statement, complaining to lawmakers in the Oval Office about protections for immigrants. Why do we want these people from, quote, all these shithole countries here? According to a Democratic aide familiar with the conversation, Mr. Trump was referring to African nations and Haiti.
But I'm a real Haitian though. My mama and my daddy Haitian. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a real Haitian.
Y'all see it?
Yeah, it's an autographed Trump hat.
Trump a real one, you know, be Gemini's.
I can't see what it say. Hey, I can't see it.
Trump ties.
Trump ties.
According to the New York Times, he complained that the 15,000 Haitian immigrants who received visas in 2017 all have AIDS.
We need Trump in office, man, forever, man. Just like how them Chinese motherfuckers and them Russian and Korean motherfuckers, they have their president. For the bitch, that's just their president. You heard me? We need Trump to just rock out, man.
Trump also reportedly said, why do we need more Haitians? Take them out. We should have more people from Norway.
Where do these people come from? Where do they come from?
Like, getting rid of Trump is the worst thing America could have did.
You cannot dismiss entire countries and continents as whose entire populations who are not white are therefore not welcome.
My name Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white.
Welcome to the club.
Where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Colombia. And is this a setup? Did I ever meet you before? Huh?
I'm Hispanic and I vote for Mr. Trump. We vote for Mr. Trump. Yes!
He's done a lot for our tax. He's done amazing stuff for our country, and he's gonna keep it going. And that's why I appreciate him.
I'm gonna let you gonna be everybody gonna talk about you. You gonna take a picture with me. You gonna be the biggest nigga talked about ever. But you still a nigga. I'll give you something. I'll put you on the front of. You'll be bigger than all the slaves.
But you'll still be a slave.
But you gonna still be a nigga. I don't even know how to say your name right.
And speaking of sound, music, and other things, one of the big superstars of the world, Little Pimp. There he is.
You sit there and you go, well, how does this work? This cat is ridiculous. He's ridiculous. He's weak. He's all of this, but he got you. Like, he's pimping you, and you don't see it.
Do you see some commonality between you and the Donald?
I get a chance to watch. I think he's amazing.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest?
50 Cent posted this on Instagram, saying in short that he planned on voting for Donald Trump because Joe Biden's tax plan would hurt him. I don't care that Trump doesn't like black people, he said.
Because he doesn't want to go from being 50 cent to 20 cent. And I had to remind him that he was a black person, so he can't vote for Donald Trump, and that he shouldn't be influencing an entire swath of people who may listen to him because he's worried about his own personal pocketbook.
Gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. If you want to be successful, you want to be like Trump, gimme.
I come to y'all to talk about them offering me $1 million to go to Trump's inauguration, right? I passed them.
And fifth, how we know you didn't get paid to tweet that about Biden's tax plan, though?
I didn't get paid for that. I didn't do that.
I guess people, what's going on in America, they're afraid we're going to say something or do something, but we just really want to watch the rally, and to get kicked out because we're a group of black people is really crazy. It shows you how racist our own school is.
Video shot by WLKY has now gone viral. It shows Trump supporters pushing a woman out of yesterday's rally in Louisville. You can see several people inside the Kentucky International Convention Center.
It was something about when I put this hat on, it made me feel like Superman. You made a Superman. That's my favorite superhero.
Superman didn't have a hat, you idiot.
Of course I hate these people. And let's all hate these people because maybe hate is what we need.
So when I said I like Trump to like someone that's liberal, they'll say, oh, but he's racist. You think racism can control me?
What is wrong with you? Why in the butt would you be like, I want a seat at the table to share my ideas when you haven't been doing the work? You can't just be like, it's my turn to play politics now. We take turns. No.
I felt a freedom
And first of all, just doing something that everybody tells you not to do. When you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice. Like, you was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all? Do you feel that I'm do you feel that I'm being free and I'm thinking free?
I actually don't think you're thinking anything.
The rest of us in society have to deal with these threats to our lives. We have to deal with the marginalization that has come from the 400 years of slavery that you said for our people was a choice.
I love the old days. You know what they used to do to guys like that when they were in a place like this? They'd be carried out on a stretcher, folks.
When I see people just even like go at the president, it's like, why not try love?
Like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you.
That one by one, we can defuse this nuclear bomb of hate that we're in as a society by thinking of everyone as our family. And how would we treat our kids? How would we treat our
I think that's a beautiful thought, but just in literal terms, there are families being torn apart at the border of this country. There are literally families being torn apart as a result of what this president is doing. And I think that, you know, we cannot forget that, whether we like his personality or not.
I just love Trump. That's my boy. Like,
his actions are really what matter. I mean, you so famously and so powerfully said,
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Makes me wonder what makes you think that Donald Trump does, or any people at all. Why don't we take a break? We'll come back, and Kanye West is here.
I love this guy right here. Let me give this guy a hug right here. I love this guy right here. Yeah. Come here. Yes.
Our inner cities, African Americans, Hispanics, are living in hell because it's so dangerous. You walk down the street, you get shot.
I'm going there for Black Americans, the ones who are the descendants of slaves. And that's what I'm going to talk to anybody who's in power with that. So if anybody got a problem with that, it seems like a personal problem.
Well, here's the problem, and it is very personal, as you know, for a lot of people of color, because they'll say, well, why would you pick Trump when he says there's no such thing as systemic inequality? Say again?
I'm not picking nobody. He's the president.
But why do you think he'd want to do something for the community when he says there's no such thing as systemic inequality?
Don't try to dupe me with your greedy ass. I think he's got some good ideas, everyone. Come on, let's all fall for it. No, let Trump trick white people into voting against their best interests and paying all of his taxes for him. Don't shut that around here. He is playing you. Do not give him an ounce of credibility.
That's where you get in trouble, which is, do you really think that Donald Trump can be trusted?
Out of all these meetings he's had with these black people, why are they always actors, comedians, rappers, and athletes? Because they are all entertainers, and that's what he thinks this is. All I have to do is show niggas a shiny thing, and they'll be distracted. The platinum plan.
Plus, Trump's got his new platinum plan.
That's right. If you got a platinum record, you can plan on him doing a photo op with you.
You could tell right away that he was working with somebody on that. $500 billion, where do you get that from?
Billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions.
But to sit down with that man who only uses black people for caricatures, only for backdrops, only for photo ops, it is insulting. Yes, we need to be in the room, but it needs to be the right people in the room. People who have expertise on any number of problems that plague us.
Do you believe President Trump is a racist?
Yeah, no question.
I've never, never is a strong word, I've never dealt with racism.
These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear.
What's your thought on Black Lives Matter?
What is it? What do you mean? It just sounds weird. I didn't know that you put a name on. I am a young, black, rich. If that don't let you know that America understands Black matter these days, I don't know what it is. I don't know what you mean, man. Don't come at me with that dumb, man. My life matter, especially to my.
How can these people be talking about how they so real and they don't care about our communities? How can they be talking about what they, all this, you know, the hood, blah, 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 blah. They don't care about our communities.
Some see his greed and they mistake it for being good at business. Some of your former favorite rappers have been taken in by these lies. But Trump's platinum plan for black folks is nothing but fool's gold. Because you can't bank on a word he says.
A very big number.
Bigger number than that.
Big league number.
A huge number. A very significant number.
A very, very high number.
Do you feel, though, connected to?
I don't feel connected to a damn thing that ain't got nothing to do with me. If you do, you crazy. You, not the camera, you. Feeling connected to something that ain't got nothing to do with you. If it ain't got nothing to do with me, I ain't connected to it.
So if he don't care about y'all, he really don't give a fuck about us. So fuck him too. And fuck everybody down with Donald Trump. I said a year, Snoop Dogg, nigga, fuck him.
You said like in the past.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
And that's the biggest fuck up. I'm sorry.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
If you're for keeping jobs in America, man, it's a clear choice, cuh.
Will you promise that you will, and how soon will you move your clothing collection to clothes that are made in China and Mexico?
If you're about America first and keeping jobs in America, boy, you better get your Trump sign.
The reason why he makes it in China or Mexico is because he can make more money on it. That's why he's doing it.
He probably is anti-immigration because he's like pro-America. He's probably like America first.
From now on, America first.
Here, Uncle Sam in that white and green van. Why you chase my daddy, huh? Why you make him rant?
Now, mind you, I'm the son of immigrants. I have a very soft spot in my heart for immigrants.
So, but you would vote for Republic. Those are the main motherfuckers that's trying to seal the borders, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Because we got fentanyl coming through that border. We got terrorists, a couple, I'm sure, all kind of people from all over the place.
Drug dealers, gang heads, gang members, killers.
But how do you rationalize you and so millions of other people of Mexican descent arriving in the U.S., some by illegal means, getting over here, and then saying, okay, not y'all. Everybody else got to come the right way, even though me and my family and all of us, we got over here illegally.
Yeah. Well, I'm the
rest
son
of y'all we gonna build this wall to keep y'all. Yeah. How do you rationalize that?
Yeah, it sounds crazy, but especially coming from a son of immigrants. I mean, at the end of the day, man, we live here, we pay taxes here.
He's a Mexican. We're building a wall between here and Mexico.
He's gonna get rid of all immigrants. He's gonna build that thing up taller than this.
When during the campaign, I would say Mexico's going to pay for it. Obviously, I never said this and I never meant they're gonna write out a check. I said they're gonna pay for it.
I'm not gonna pay for that wall.
So this is what he said. He told black people this.
What do you have to lose? You're living in poverty. Your schools are no good. You have no jobs. 58% of your youth is unemployed.
75% of us are not living in poverty. We are employed. We are working hard. Americans who are contributing.
I know what Black America need, bro. Like we have been shortchanged for so long, and we don't get nothing.
Face gonna be like, first thing we need to do is build that wall.
Nobody. Nah, the Hispanics are
if you want to help Black America,
it's black and brown, bro.
Wouldn't be the USA without Mexicans, and if it's time to team up, shit, let's begin.
When you start telling a police officer, when you put him in the car, you ain't got to be gentle. You can be a little rough with him. Yeah. That's dog whistling.
Man, he said back in the days.
That's dog whistling to be rough on black folks.
Please don't be too nice. Like when you guys put somebody in the car and you're protecting their head, I said, you can take the hand away.
I know Trump tweets crazy shit, but I also know that the economy was great right before the lockdown. And then he had record low black unemployment.
I gotta disagree with that. The lowest black employment was because of Trump?
No.
No.
No, it was
No,
because
sir.
of Barack Obama. That he got
I'll
the
say that.
residuals. He got the residuals from the Obama
He reaped
administration.
the benefits of that shit, in other words.
I'm not doing too good right now, dog.
I feel like the media was so against Trump that he's damned if you do, damned if you don't. For example, somebody might give you statistics like, man, he gave the most millions to HBCUs, you know, more than Barack did. Barack was bird feeding.
That transaction has not been completed yet.
Oh, he hadn't given
Damn
the
it,
bread yet?
Willie.
Yeah.
He ain't getting the bread. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get myself together.
Like, for example, people sometimes ask me, well, what has he done for the brown community? And I hit them with general stuff, and it throws them off because I thought you was going to talk about immigration. However, if I hit somebody with a statistic like, well, you know, the dollar was strong or anything.
Yeah, but what the fuck does that have to do with Donald Trump?
Well, okay, hold on. Let's just say, I lost my train of thought, but let's just say.
And if you can't decide who you like more and you're split on who you should stand beside, I'll do it for you with this. Fuck Donald Trump!